Welcome back, everyone, to the Curse of Strahd. Last time in the Curse of Strahd, the Grey Company was making their way to the Silver Temple of Argynvostholdt, the resting place and haunted grounds of Godfrey Gwillem's restless brethren. At the moment, the party is taking a quick rest after they've purified the side road temple of the ice troll infestation that has become the place. Fortunately, losing two of their horses, Banris and Thomas Jr. May you rest in peace. And however, you also reaffirmed Godfrey's connection with the Morning Lord, and it seems that he's reawakened his ability to use his divine magics. Now, gentlemen, were you taking a long rest or a short rest?
We hadn't got to that point yet.
Yeah, we hadn't gotten that far.
No worries. Godfrey is meditating, casting a spell, a ritual of some sort. What would you guys like to do? The troll have made their home here for a while, yes, but perhaps there is something here left untouched by time and vandalism.
I'm going to go walk around the statue and check out some of those crates.
I'm going to head over and search the body of the dead mage, for starters.
Certainly. I'd like an investigation check, please.
This is still standing and will 2 feet and whatever Zahaviel wants to do for the moment.
I believe, let's see, communing with the Morning Lord for the first time in what feels like he's quite concentrated on that. Although you could sort of ride into that connection if you like.
What? I could what? With the connection?
You could kind of ride on the connection if you like and kind of overhear their conversation.
Yeah.
Very good. In that case, you hold onto the silver thread that connects, the golden thread that connects you to Zahaviel, and you, I believe, yeah, you speak Celestial, of course you do. The Morning Lord communicates with his angel,
with the heart. My type has actually changed to that as well.
It's true. That's correct. Let's see. As you listen into the conversation and you feel like this sense of calm overcoming you, something that as you've always found to be in a bit of a short supply for you, Fisk. However, as you are listening to the conversation, or at least the connection, Zaviel is revealing a softer side of himself and begging his lord for forgiveness and for guidance. You feel like if you wanted, you could push a little bit, trying to get a bit of extra information, or perhaps, kind of put your point of view into things a little bit. Essentially, requesting God for a favor.
No. I'll let Zaviel have his moment.
Feel the sense of congratulation from the Morning Lord, a sense of longing, of a child united, of approval. And as you do, you sense that the approval isn't only to him, but to you as well. The Morning Lord senses you, Fisk. And in no uncertain terms, you feel approval. True and complete approval. Something that is pretty rare to get for anyone. True approval from an actual deity. You feel the sunlight as the sunlight, you're kind of like raised up from the sort of shared ocean of soul stuff and to stand before Zaviel, before this golden light, who asks you what you would do. What would you do if Strahd was at your mercy right now?
Set him to rest.
A wave of approval follows at your response. Would you also like to rest once all is said and done? Would you like to remember everything that happened to you, the good and the bad? Or would you like to forget? Begin again, without the curse of Barovia or the Shadowfell on your mind. To be unfractured. Essentially, Fisk is asking if you'd like to be healed of your mental anguishes that
Oh.
Very well, child. Then you carry my light through the Javier, my messenger, in these dark times and dark places. The both of you, as one. Fisk and Xavier. You find yourself, Fisk, with the possession of a celestial attunement. You can spend a celestial attunement once per day. However, it does carry the danger of wearing down the borders between your soul and that of Xavier's. By spending this attunement, you will channel the full powers, or the near full powers as much as you can handle, of a Deva, of Xavier. Such is the price of power, but such is the magnitude of the duty before you. Fisk, you are in your own body once again. Xavier is sated. And maybe not at peace, because, well, he is Xavier after all, but a sense of renewed purpose and a new feeling, faith in you. You've proven yourself more than an equal partner, Fisk. I am honored to share this body with you. Godfrey
He
opens
doesn't
his
say
eye.
anything.
Oh, okay. Oh, I figured out as much. I just want to give you an opportunity. Right. Godfrey opens his eyes, and materializing through the, almost said the rope, through the haze, is a magnificent steed. Two proud golden white wings spread out. A proud beaked head rears its rears, looking proudly above all of you. And when it spots Godfrey, it immediately like headbutts him, like in a like it's like rah, like kind of goes on, and you guys are like, oh shit! And then you realize the griffin is hugging like Godfrey, like kind of like in that big cat kind of hug, like putting his head like kind of on his face. Godfrey, buried under the feathers and fur, is laughing as he pushes him off him. It is good to see you too, old friend. In fact, Godfrey's voice actually. It is good to see you too, old friend. Godfrey's voice has become a little bit more clear. What now? Vasila says. We have one horse back, I guess, and we have glue, and I guess we can summon Aquilili or whatever his name was soon. But a few of us are a bit beat up. What do you guys say? Should we spend the night here, or should we just catch our breath?
I think rest is probably in the cards. Once we finish searching this place, perhaps there's something of use.
Let's see. Oh, and indeed, something of use, Anna. You find, I believe, what were you searching? You were searching the caster, right? Right, on the caster you find what seems to be a rough ice crystal, and by the looks of it, it was roughly mended. You recognize it, sorry, not, you recognize it as a fairly similar gem to the one that you guys encountered with the wind elementals. However, it seems this one was repaired by the troll. You can sense the magic inside. It's likely that you can use this to summon an elemental.
Interesting. Pocket that.
Let's see. Aside from that, let's see. She had her casting. Let's see. You see, like, there's like this kind of like little skull staff made of an ice troll skull, kind of like frozen together with the other bones, and tied. And whatever isn't frozen is tied like with. You hope is just leather, and you probably know it's just not. This seems to be it feels very cold to the touch. like in her hand, it was just a mere casting modifier. But in your hand, it could also be used, as a mace, or a casting thing. Probably need to identify it if you want to see exactly what it does. But like it's, if somebody got close to you, wham!
Okay, I'll take that. I'll identify it later.
Mordenkainen is looking. He's also looking through the wreckage here. He has gone off of Ajan. Oops.
Paris is
See
checking it
Ajan
out
kind of
too.
like Ajan kind of like approaches you, Varys, and gives you a bow. Ah, you are an elf. Am I correct, sir?
You got it.
Pardon me, I could not help but notice your superior skill with the bow and arrow.
Take pride in it.
As one such as yourself should, of course, of course. Let me cut to the chase. I am a slave. He's speaking to you quietly, outside of Mordenkainen's hearing. Mordenkainen is busy in examining a scroll he found strewn about the pots shards. I am a slave, and I wish to be one no longer. However, I cannot break my own oath, my own contract that I've been fooled into. I understand, before you say anything, that Mordenkainen is your ally and a powerful one at that. And I will not ask you to move against him. No. All I ask is that you kill me when an opportunity presents itself. Make it seem like an accident. You will be greatly rewarded.
Rewarded with what?
Whatever you wish. I, in truth, am a powerful jinn. I can grant the wishes, my friend.
All right, I'll keep that in mind. And then I'm just gonna start looking through this chest.
Remember, make it look like an accident.
Got it.
Ajan, where are you, you big lazy blueberry? Coming, master of masters. Pads over. You wish to translate this text for me, please? He starts speaking in Infernal. Damnation. Let's see. My favorite colleague. I suppose if there are any sorcerers amongst you, which I do not believe there are. Person kind of looks up and is like, oh. I have here a scroll of fireball. Oh, well, I should say frostball, which it seems to be essentially but it has been called Ice Age. The spell has been modified in certain ways that I don't think I'd like to risk casting myself, but if any of you feel more comfortable with it, have at it. What say you, Honorim?
Always worth a gander.
Indeed. Please, have at it. He'll hand you like the scroll, like the filthy scroll, like with the frost on. Meanwhile, let's see. Bassoon is going to. He's going to yank the chains off of the massive troll, and you see, like in his hand, they start to shrink. Shit. And with it, and you guys see like the troll's like musculature starts like shrinks as well. Hey, anybody here would like to be as strong as a goddamn giant?
Probably Vasilla.
No, I don't know. It's fine. No. No, I'm kidding. I think Mav would actually kill me. It's less than a belt. This is more of a glorified, like, uh, chain that has had some skulls and fetishes like attached to it. Um, Vasily's like, oh, fuck yes, mine. Sorry, Godfrey. Dibs, dibs, dibs. Godfrey's like looking up. That's quite alright. I think you more than deserve it. She's not even listening. She's already like eagerly strapping the chains to herself, like kind of like through the center and then around the waist. And you guys, and she's like, I don't feel anything. Oh, dunk, dunk. Fucking like Super Saiyan, like muscle pop out. I could get used to this. Thanks, buddy. Don't mention it. Just don't mention it. He seems like he has something else to say. More of an admonishment, but he lets her be happy. Alright. Let's see. Is anybody searching for anything else?
We'll look up at the ceiling. How tall is the ceiling?
60 feet, I believe I said last time from... Yes, 60 feet.
You see it?
Forgot to give him a hippogriff. Looking up the ceiling, like, this extremely faded, like... Because your eyesight is so... eyesight is so sharp, you can see, like, these faded illustrations. This was, like, once a beautiful, like, place, like, cathedral, and... But over the years, like in bad guano has rendered the gorgeous paintings basically invisible. You can see the bats there, like there are hundreds of little shiny eyes looking down at the party. You can see like where there's a big bold patch where Varys was with with the Rhodia, and like you can just sort of see like the head of a raven there, like holding what seems to be a shining pebble, shaped like the sun.
This goes on all fours again. He kind of tugs Honorum's robes and points up at the pebble in the raven's mouth.
Yeah.
We get it.
Sure. Just mage hand. And send it up there.
All right.
See if we can retrieve whatever it is.
Wow, your instincts prove correct. Indeed, as you actually, what's the range on mage hand? I think is it 120 feet?
Sounds about right.
All right. Mage hand like bloop, 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 bloop. Up and up and up.
That's only 30 feet.
I can get it.
Oh yeah, 30 feet. Yeah, it's like.
You can go fly on this horse.
Yeah, I'll jump on.
Yeah.
Jump
You
on.
fly.
my,
You fly. Yeah, you fly in a rodeo like. You're like, kind of have to like take out one of your shorts and like. Take it out. It is an enormous diamond that has been set in there, and hold on. an enormous diamond that has been set into the painting. You, Varys, you not, merchant, but you reckon this boy here is maybe at least almost 1,000, maybe even more.
1,000 what?
Copper.
Units are
1,000 gold
important.
pieces. Yeah,
All
1,000 gold pieces.
right, I'll fly back down and dismount and hand it to Fisk. Is this what you were looking for?
Holy crap.
Use it.
Might come in handy.
Yes.
Somebody.
And I'll pocket it.
All right. Add extremely expensive diamond to your inventory.
Okay.
Let's see. Alright, so Mav says he's gonna be on in 10, so we could take a 10-minute break now, let him have some time to arrive. I'm gonna check on my wife because it seems like baby's freaking out a little bit. You guys okay with taking a 10-minute break a little bit early?
That's fine.
Alrighty, gentlemen. We've investigated this place pretty thoroughly, I would say. Unless there's anything else you think deserves a second or third look. What would the party like to do?
Did we look at Saviel's sword any closer?
His sword?
What now?
I don't believe anybody did. I think he picked it up as currently it is in Fisk's hand.
Javier has a
Certainly
what
welcome
now?
to.
Nice little trinket you have there, Fisk. Would you like me to look at it?
Not registering for a second, and then following your eyes to the sword, I'll take it out and hand it to you.
The sword. As you about to touch it, it burns. Honor him.
Burns honor him.
Yeah, like honor him's like, ow, like he touched something hot.
Well, I guess I can't identify it. Can't touch it.
Kind of like right now, like both Godfrey's like looking at you, honor him, kind of like eyes on out, like this. Like you can tell he's trying to enjoy the moment and not like make it ugly, but you're looking kind of sus, bro. You're looking kind of sus. Yeah, Fifth. That's kind of weird.
I'll go over to. I know what it is. I'll go over to Mordenkainen.
He's stroking his beard, observing a shard of a jar, muttering to himself. When you Fisk. Toss it over the shoulder. Sound of shattering glass. How can I help
what it
you,
does.
gentlemen?
And I'll hand
Your
him
sword.
the sword.
Potent. Right, so, I do believe that this is a celestial sword. In the hand of a good-hearted person, I believe, such as yourself. It will burn with radiant light, dealing to those who would be, well, to those of the undead or fiendish persuasion. Additionally, in the hand of an angel, it would deal even more of this radiance. Lastly, I should probably turn this light off. Lastly, you could use a healing touch while holding it. I believe twice per dawn you would be able to touch another creature and remove any poison or disease from them. Ooh, or blindness or deafness. Oh, very nice. Actually, sorry. Curse, disease, poison, blindness, or deafness. I'll just straight up put it in here.
I'll ask Zahaviel in my mind. Does it have a name?
It did. However, I was fool enough to lose it, to fall in defense of this place. I believe it is in honor of our new renewed partnership. The honor falls to you, my friend. I was using my Strat voice. The honor falls to you, my friend. He's saying you can rename it.
Yeah. Look at Mordenkainen and say thank you. Sheath it again.
My pleasure. Between you and
The
me,
rest of the party.
He'll drop his voice. Do be careful with the divines. Of course, no offense, Master Zahaviel. He'll kind of make a show of pantomiming it into Fisk's eye. It's just that for us mortals, over several lifetimes, I've realized that Celestials tend to be ignorant of our limits. Don't forget who you are, Master Fisk, and that you are, first and foremost, a mortal being. There's a good chap. Pats you on the shoulder and moves past you once the silence gets uncomfortable for him. For a moment you catch Ajah's eye. He looks at you uncertainly, then nods in a moment of feline solidarity.
I do the slow cat blink.
He returns it.
Yep. So,
just to be clear, you deal 2d8 when hitting. So normally this is a plus. Let's see. This is a +1 sword. You deal 1d8 radiant against normal targets, 2d8 against undead and fiend, and if you assume your angel form, it'll be 4d8.
48 across the board, or is that split too?
Oh, no, across the board.
Okay.
It is pretty spicy.
It's relatively early in the day, is that right? We left town.
It is, yeah. You teleported, so I don't think that too much time has passed at all. I think like you guys traveled for a little bit, met Godfrey. So I would say now it's like 10:30 a.m. Judging by the light outside, you've grown pretty good at judging the Barovian light. So it's between 10 and noon, by your reckoning.
Well, friends, have we decided, are we going to spend An evening here recouping? Is that our plan?
Maybe we can take a little break. Let a couple of these guys heal up just a little bit.
Bassoon looks at you with thanks. Varys. Well, I don't really need a break, but if you feel you need it, sure, for sure.
So like kicking off like entire like scabs of ice on her arm, cursing under her breath. Just like she got hit pretty hard by some of the ice charges, so she's not bloodied, but she's pretty close to it.
Vasilla, you kind of like there must be an easier way to do it.
Shut up.
You kind of flex.
Oh, you weren't on here when that happened. You picked up some a new gadget.
Well, what's the gadget? Let me see here.
Bassoon had pulled off the chains with a successful Arcana check, realizing that they were in fact, and the guy saw like the big ogre kind of like musculature like kind of shrink by 2 degrees, and you realize that in fact this was a belt of frost giant strength.
My God, he wasn't natty after all.
Liver King.
The Liver King. The ancestral tenets of the troll clans. All right.
Well, Mordenkainen, sorry, will say. Oh, sorry, did I interrupt you? I didn't mean to. Go ahead.
I was just saying, she's kind of like ogling the chains. They're both in kind of like barbarian, like mind communication mode right now. So she's like looking over. It's like, really shrink? They put them on you? Are they too big?
Yeah, they do. Like they can't like you kind of like put them. There's still quite a lot of chains, so you kind of have like to wear it like this, like cross, and then around your waist again. And even then, there's a lot of give, and it's heavy. But you know what? Now that like as you attune to it, you're like.
She's like looking at it. It's like you attune to it, but instead of like wearing it, could you use it as a weapon? She's like asking Bassoon, like.
I bet you could. I mean, try it. Wrap it around your wrist, around your fist. Punch something.
All right. I'm like, what? I'm making a rock strike. As long as I don't nat 1, I should be fine.
Are you going for like a fire frost build, like fire with your with a thing and frost on your left hand?
I'm just going to hit shit. That's kind of the MO here.
Sure.
I'll ask I'll ask Goldie his opinion on it.
Scoldy? Who the fuck is Scoldy?
Goldie, you know, Sun Sword.
Oh. You. Well, the weapons were always my brother's wherewithal. Well, me and Sturm were never into the military arts as much as our big brother was. But you certainly look intimidating. As you, like, punch the preller, like you feel it's the strength in, like, there's some increase in strength, like, just on one arm, like.
Okay.
And you see, like, this, like crater of ice kind of, like, forming. So, Vasilla, using this as a weapon instead, as a chain fist, your arm-armed strike will count as magical. You'll get a, let's call it a +2. You'll deal an additional 1d10 ice damage, and enemies you hit will suffer the effect of the frost ray spell, which means that their speed will be reduced by 10
Oh my God, this is awesome! I'm like.
I will say you're not getting the strength bonus from that.
Right. She's like, okay. She's we can cut back to the party. As you see Vasilla kind of like colluding with Bassoon on what it would be like to tie like the chain around the sun sword and use it as a flail.
Please don't. You might put me out by accident. I don't know if you can, and I would not care to find out.
Do you get vertigo? I mean, you're like a sword, so I have to swing you around, but...
I would really not care to find out. I'm more of existing in a sort of plane in the sword, but I can see through it. But I try to close my eyes when you swing.
Oh, you mean... You mean like this? She's gonna boomerang it a solid 20 feet around.
Whoa! Isn't there someone else who could be chosen of the sun god? Please.
I'm a druid. Thing.
Oh, dang it. Sounds like you are.
I got antlers. I'm basically a druid. Yeah, well, I'm not a satyr because I don't have the hooves.
So are these real? Like you'll kind of like poke them like.
What, you think it's a hat?
He'll kind of like try to like lift you by the horns, like to see like.
I mean, it's stable.
Like,
It's basically a skull
Yeah,
picture,
is.
so she just goes up.
Exactly. Like your neck muscles are standing out, like.
She's shrugging hard.
Shit.
Yeah.
But you.
Yeah. Always suck now. But, okay.
But as he puts you down, he kind of staggers and falls.
Okay, yeah, let's lay down.
Okay, I just need to catch my breath a bit.
Yeah. Let's corral everyone and we can set up a little camp.
Indeed. If you would care for it, would you like to visit my mansion once again? Especially if we're going to be resting. Although, I'd like to not bother if we intend to move ahead quickly. I'd like a little bit more decisiveness, gentlemen. We never know what enemies are on the watch for us, after all.
I'm not looking for opinions.
I do not require rest, and I find myself reinvigorated and wishing to go ahead, to continue, but I will not do so on my own.
Okay.
However, it's up to you.
Go. Keep moving. Get closer.
Maybe
I'm
a-
gonna.
maybe
I'll
a
go
short
ahead.
rest. Maybe an hour
Yeah.
or so.
I think an hour would be good for some of us. Let's do that. We don't need to be selfish.
Indeed.
Pretty conservative what I was using, so I'll need.
I do have something that I think will be quite good, as this is one of the things that I recovered from the hag's hoard, and I think you'll be quite fond of this.
Is it a spell that
He'll-
specifically boosts like how quickly you could do a short rest for? 'Cause that'd be crazy.
He'll reach into his magical bag and say, Kwashanti. And you guys will see a beautiful carpet in a sort of Middle Eastern like blue and gold design materializes on the floor, fit like more than large enough to fit you and all of your horses. In the center, you will place a large bowl that he seems to have conjured out of thin air. The bowl seems to depict like a young maidens like with a procession of different foods, and each of the foods, like meticulous detail, is rendered out in gorgeous gems, and you guys will see. There was a curse on this initially, which I was able to remove without destroying the magical items. Hold your applause. I believe we are all in for a hero's feast. And like the carpet gets like this feast is set out before you, like in front on these comfortable pillows that you guys can sit on, like
On the carpet?
on the carpet. So like essentially like you guys like would sit kind of like Middle Eastern style, and
Gro-
while you
oh.
guys are on the carpet, you realize you're perfectly warm and comfortable. Enjoy, my friends. Although perhaps he will I think you guys had a little funeral pyre for the horses, so let's just do
Burn
this
some horses.
in order to avoid any awkward situations. And let me see, just so I can get like a good estimate on the party, and so I can drag you guys all in at once. Can you guys all kind of like bundle up and give yourself a group hug? Just because I think I'm missing a couple of you. He'll also like telekinesis, like, you know, get the big corpses away so it doesn't spoil your meal.
Muffist.
Yes, do you partake of the heroes feasting?
Yeah.
Godfrey standing there awkwardly. All of you. And yeah, you guys begin to enjoy some delicious food as you guys take your short rest. Go ahead and roll me your hit dice, guys.
I don't need any, but I'm going to use Arcane Recovery and regain a 5th level spell slot.
Okay, no problemo.
And I'm also going to cast...
No, quite all right. The food is hot and spicy. Really warming up your insides. A ethereal minstrel begins to play as you guys are having your meal.
Identify this club while we're eating.
Alrighty.
That'll work.
Just typing it up. Done. Okay, here's Thargus beloved. And a quest channel. Oh, I'm sorry. Alrighty. As you guys enjoy your hero's feast. Let me see. Ooh, what was it? I just had the spell. Hero's feast. Okay, so. So yeah, you guys eat for 1 hour and then eat, drink, like you guys feel fantastic. So, even some of your horses like are enjoying the food. Okay, so you guys are cured of all diseases. So let me see. Fisk, that feline HIV, is gone now. No, I'm kidding. You guys are immune to poison and being frightened. And all wisdom saves are made with advantage. Hit point maximum are increased by 2d10, and you guys gain the same number of hit points. And these benefits last for 24 hours. So 2d10. Let's see. You guys all get 11 extra HP on your max HP. And you guys will be immune to frightened for the 24 hours as well. And wisdom saves with advantage. So, yeah, quite good.
What was that for? I'm sorry. I was reading your
The hero's
attunement
feast.
stuff.
Peace.
The meal. The magical meal.
So we get 11 temporary hit points. Is that what it is?
No, real hit points. Like your max HP until 24 hours pass, essentially until your next long rest. You guys... Sorry, not even until then. Straight up, like 24 hours, you guys will have extra 11 HP.
Just so I don't lose track, in the hit point maximum, I literally take my current hit total and add plus 11 to it. Unless
Yep.
you do, yeah, so you can just,
For 24 hours.
What, like 2 level ups for you, Honorum?
And yeah, I'm sorry, Dan. What else
Three.
was it? Was there more?
Was wisdom saving throw with advantage and immunity to fear.
Yeah, almost 3 levels worth.
yeah, but each form is so good.
Jesus,
You can,
man.
my God.
So good. Just loving it. And I'm going to cast Locate Heart.
Honorum's gonna run into battle. I'm
Invincible.
You locate one in your chest and one in... No, I'm kidding. Let's see.
I'll give him the sun sword and see what happens.
Let's see. Locate heart. I forget. Did you need to specify which heart you're looking for? I don't think so. Let me just double check. Locate heart. No, there are no changes in the locations of the hearts from what you previously. Oh shit! Sorry. That looks great, Adam. I didn't see that. DM. Sorry.
You already had something, then I just didn't
I like
see
yours
one,
better,
so-
honestly.
Hmm?
I like yours better, honestly.
Oh shit! Yeah, I do have an attunement slot I can use for the belt or the challenge. The manacles.
We have 3 attunement slots, correct?
4.
4
4.
house rules.
Okay. Is anybody is anybody, so I'm attuning to that lounge stone that we got from Tarm over the short rest. And then does anybody these things that we found? I could use if nobody else is going to use one of these that are melee radiant damage, I could use one.
For which item you're saying specifically?
For any of these items that we've got that have provide melee radiant damage. So like we got, let's see, what did we just get? We got the club, we got Oh, I guess we just got 2. Zaviel's sword. Okay, we're fine. I'm assuming someone's using Zaviel's sword. Because it's
right now Fisk has it.
I mean, is that something that Fisk is going to use? If so, then absolutely take it. But I'll keep my Sangor's horn. But if nobody's going to use that, I like to do range more. So this isn't something that I'm going to use all the time. But it does radiant. So if it's just going to sit on the shelf, I'll take it. If somebody's going to use it, it's no big deal.
Don't you have the mace as well?
The mace I'm using for healing.
I don't think.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I mean, that should be fine. I mean, like, how's Varys' strength, if anything? Because I do have like a spare silver longsword, but you know that's just a basic sidearm at that point.
Don't make fun of me, Priscilla. I'm strong in other areas.
It's just fun to ask. If I could peel the silver off of that thing like a banana and throw in a short sword, I would be asking, all right?
Okay. It's no big deal. I was just checking.
Yeah.
So we're good.
I could do that.
How about this? If you want, I could toss you the vicious scimitar. Because it's a +1 scimitar, and it's a special version where, as a bonus action, you can cast Blinding Smite.
Yeah, I'll take that. If you don't mind.
Make sure that you're, sticking to your attunement slots and keeping track of them.
I don't think it's.
I've got 3 right now because I dropped Sangor's horn.
Okay, yeah.
What would you be using for your bow instead, out of curiosity?
I've got my arrow bracelets that I've had forever. The Arrow of the Sun, which is my mace, and I just attuned to the Loungstone. And I want to drop Sangor's thorn for something that provides radiant damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just because I don't know if you have another magical bow aside from Sangor's horn. So just a heads up about that.
Ooh, that's a good point, actually.
Oh. I didn't realize that. I've been using Sangor's horn, which is really hard to fucking say, as a melee weapon.
So essentially it's like a couple of those horns. So like you can either use them as a melee weapon or you stick them together and shoot, and like with your magic ice arrows that it does. It's a transforming weapon, just like the saw spear.
Yeah, which now, because I have the belt and the spear, I could use the spear as a bonus action, increase at 23 to 25.
Oh, yes. Oh, what? Shit! Wow, I didn't think of that. Oh no.
Oh, shit's gonna get wild. I already have a +3 to
No.
hit. I have a +13 to hit the Sunblade now.
Well, can't take back what's done.
I'm finally hitting Fisk numbers for the first time this campaign.
Alrighty. So your short rest and your break come to an end. Let's see. Yeah, you guys have the extra healing and any hit dice you may have rolled. Actually, I need to roll for bassoon. 1, 2, 3.
I will
That should be
ask
sufficient.
Varys if he would like to take the vicious scimitar.
I think we'll hold off. Let's chat later.
Yeah, because I think even with this version with the blinding smite, it's still not attunement, because the base vicious scimitar isn't, and this one didn't take up another attunement slot, so you could take it whenever you need it.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah. So it's like +13 to hit some blade.
So I'll stay attuned to that, DM.
Alright, gotcha.
Into anything right now. I'm kind of trying to track it all.
Alrighty, so are we all good to roll out, guys? What would the party like to do?
I think it's time to make our way up to Argynvostholdt. Everyone ready?
Aye. Let's. Aye, we're ready, Godfrey says, mounting his proud griffon. Alrighty. Let me see. Soon. Oh, yes, he can resummon Talankulili, which he will do. And one kind mounts Jean, Varus is on Rhodia, Vasilla, you're on Glue, Fisk, you're on. Fisk, only Arvak remains. Put it at the front. Because I believe the horses that died were Tomas Jr. and Banris, which I think were the horses of Honorim and Fisk, respectively.
I'll go up to Phalar and bow.
He'll return it. You can see in his eyes, he knows what you're going to ask. But he's not saying no, but he's dreading it.
Seeing if the change in what I am changes his response to me.
You remember how like horses used to be like a little bit afraid of you and such, like animals in general? You see how Vac and the other horses are not. You know, like they're just acting to you like quite calmly. Verlaine's, oh, just go ahead. Gods know I owe you at least that much. And he'll like kind of like lower himself so can be mounted.
You know what? He'll look on the back of Phalar and then notice he doesn't have a saddle. And then he'll look down at his claws. And then hop on the back of Arvak.
Whew. Right, where is Honorim actually? I just saw him and then he disappeared, the little Dickens.
Down near the entrance. I'm going to approach Phalar. And
Hop on, then.
thank you.
Just don't tell any other unicorns about it. You guys see Godfrey's griffin, like, suppress, like... But Philan kind of looks to him, but, like, he just kind of looks forward, proud, paladin demeanor. Who was that giggling? Not me. Grisha? And breaks into a run. With that, leading the charge, Godfrey will begin to lead you guys upwards. Now, let me see. I'm going to say that Godfrey is going to be in the front. Bassoon probably will be rear guard. Can I just get a quick riding order? One kind will likely be in the middle.
I'll be in the middle.
I'll go behind Godfrey. Unless Fisk, actually, maybe I should be not right behind Godfrey.
I'll go behind Godfrey.
Be behind Fisk.
I
Just
can't
in,
see.
just in case something pops
So-
off, I'll be closer to the
light.
front.
Oh, sorry, Vasilla. I didn't realize that was supposed to be there. Are you holding a torch? Did you light another torch again?
I'd say yeah until we leave. Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Let me see. Alright, Honorim, are you behind or next to Mordenkainen, and Vasilla next to or behind Bassoon? Is this the correct order I have here?
Sounds about right.
Alright, so, mounting ahead. Aw, isn't this Tomagin's owl?
It is.
He's my owl now. I saved him.
He lands on your shoulder.
Yeah! As long as the token's there, I'm just gonna take it as canon. I'm not. I don't want part of this.
No, unfortunately, it would have disappeared once he died.
I have to honor him. I need to learn Find Familiar.
You'd be finding another familiar, unfortunately, since it's a piece of your soul usually that a familiar is.
But
with that,
sad. That's the sad part. It's pretending.
I know. With that, gentlemen, let's just take a second break as quickly as possible. Let's call
Second
it
breakfast.
5 minutes.
I'm just eating.
All right. You guys good to continue?
Yep.
Okay. Welcome back, everyone. So, let me see. Having identified there and recovered. Oh, sorry. You guys want over here. You guys want over here. I guess we'll continue. I will say, you guys feel the wind and snow blowing in your faces. It's almost like Barovia itself is trying to slow you down. I like survival checks from everyone. However, they will be with advantage thanks to your recent victory.
None of y'all even need to roll. Check this. Okay, maybe roll.
Shut up.
That's disadvantage.
Oh no. Ooh. Who rolled the 26? Oh, that was Basud.
You?
Yeah. Right, and Godfrey. Okay. As you guys continue to ascend, let's see. Honorem, as the more or less de facto leader of the Grey Company, you get a sending message from Lysa von Zarevich. Do you agree to receive it?
Of course.
What? You hear that? Mountain Fane, located and dealt with. How is your task coming along?
I will reply. Church of the Morning Lord restored Godfrey back to his happy self, continuing to Argynvostholdt. And I'll relay that to the rest of the folks.
Don't die. End of message. As you guys drive your horses forward through the mist, through the mist and blowing fierce wind, which normally would slow you down fairly significantly. Now you guys are as... You guys feel so invigorated by the feast and your recent victory that you give no damn. Let me just get rid of this Besk check. And soon you arrive at the front. And I realized I made the map a little bit, not as wide as I'd like, but that's quite alright. Well, we're just gonna move guys here. Right. And you guys should be seeing this. Let me see here. So, as the snowstorm parts to reveal a enormous promontory with a sepulchral mansion, turrets capped with fairy tale cones, towers lined with sculpted battlements. Pardon me. A third of the structure has collapsed, as has part of the roof. The rest, however, appears intact. A dark octagonal tower rises above the surrounding architecture. Out of the fog and snow comes a distant peal of thunder, quickly accompanied by the howls of wolves and more in the woods below. But the castle stands silent, seeming like the fossilized remains of some long-dead thing smote upon the mountainside. The feel of this place is unmistakable. Hope was crushed here. This was the shining beacon where Barovians would look to in their times of need. This was what the secret hope that Barovians looked to for 20 years, who truly believed that one day they will crush Strahd and banish the darkness forever. The depressing state of the manse shows you how realistic that hope was. You steel yourself. From inside, you can hear the silent murmur of communal prayer. Godfrey looks up, seeming lost in thought. Argynvostholdt. It has been so long. So very long. The winds here are so fierce. Sometimes they even sound like the crying of babes. Possibly an attempt by Strahd to take our spirits. Allow me to assure you there are no babies anywhere near Argynvostholdt.
This is good
It was
news.
a male-only order. Indeed, it was a male-only order after all. Argynvost had his beliefs, I'm afraid. Some of them were antiquated by outsider standards, I think. And he had his preferences. Right now, you guys are surrounded by this like thick layer of fog. Oh, sorry, I know.
Oh, go ahead. I'll go after you're done.
You guys can see like just in the front here, like this 10-foot wide and 10-foot high cube of granite with some sort of statue. As you approach, you realize it's that of a dragon. Godfrey actually will halt. Stay away from the front of it. It would those with war in their hearts would be breathed upon by the statue. Move around only. Sorry, didn't mean to kidnap Arvik from you, Fisk.
Godfrey, you mentioned that you might have an idea of how to deal with Argynvostholdt in his current form.
I do.
Can you possibly fill us in before we step inside this wonderfully warm and inviting building here?
Godfrey considers. Well, he hesitates. I was going to sacrifice myself to destroy him once and forever. But now, well, I might still do that, but I'm afraid my method would be different. My master's soul is stored in his skull. The skull is in Ravenloft. However, there is something here that I doubt Strahd will know. My master's soul is also bound to this place. There has been no need to attack it by him, after all. But if Argynvostholdt's leader and his sons are in true danger, if we bring more and more damage to them and the environment, if we destroy his sacred, or at least threaten the sacred relic held above, that will summon my masters. That will summon my master, body and soul. It is then we'll be able to free him. I was going to use the relic to destroy us both, as well as the damned castle, but that no longer feels right. I have hope once again. Thrilling. What are we waiting for, says the bassoon. Godfrey will dismount as the bassoon. Watch yourselves. There are no traps in this space, but there are still some of my brothers who may be hanging about. There are always a contingent of Paladin revenants. Let's take the first steps. You guys see these flank stones flanked by stone railings. The landing has a pair of tall wooden doors. One of them is open, rusted open, with a dusting of snow filling the entryway. Carved into the lintel above the entrance is the word Argynvostholdt.
I'm gonna dismount glue, and I'm guessing we're leaving our horses outside for now.
Yes, indeed.
All right, glue. Keep an eye on
Feline
everyone.
will say, I'll stay here in case of emergencies. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Vasilla, go ahead.
So glue, hold on. She's gonna try to see if she can mentally relay a message to him.
I forget, is that one of the things you should be able to do with the thing?
She doesn't know, and I'm going to find out right now by checking her DMs.
Okay. Varys Arodia will kind of gently allow you to lower herself down.
All right.
Vasilla successfully sends the first telegraph telepathy message to her horse. Okay, good. Let us know if anything happens. Stay safe. There's some extra grain in the pouch. I'll put on the front so you can, snack if you need to. Yeah.
Well, I suppose I'll just chill out here in the cold while you go inside. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, inside
I'll,
with the super safe death paladins, you know.
that's quite. I'm just busting your chops.
I'm
I would
busting
say I don't
yours.
have. So you're Rodia, right? Turns to her. Name's Glue. Think we saw each other from across the bond, but I haven't had a chance to talk to you yet.
Okay, you guys have fun. just, I'm just gonna catch up to Morty.
Feline looks. I'll be right here. Just reach out to me telepathically now. If you need a quick escape strategy. Grisha will make sure that our horses are well. It is best not to risk our steeds in case we need to fly or flight. Behind you, Vasila, as you and Modern Cannon take the steps, Modern Cannon's about to say something, and you hear the sound of a stone jar opening, and of air, it bursts out. Cold air hits you, and it's just cold air. It kind of feels like there's a bit of sparks, blue sparks fall out, sadly, then fall down and die out of the dragon's mouth. Right in front of it. It seems the magic has deteriorated over the years.
Oof.
That scared me.
That thing was
Let us
full
carry
charge.
on.
If that thing was at full charge, we'd be a bunch of popsicles.
Oh, indeed. I dare say ice-breathing dragons are some of the most unpleasant to fight. After all, most defenses are made against fire. Did you know that? I'm usually more prepared to fight against other wizards and casters. Dragons are both, and they're very intimidating physically. Oh my. As you guys enter the room, it feels like a king's tomb. Like one of the ancient stories. There's a grand staircase that leads up to stone balconies held aloft by stone pillars and arches. Everywhere here, you guys can see the ancient molded bloodstains. Broken, chipped stone here and there. The signs of the pitched battle that was held here so long ago. You can see a tall, faded tapestry depicting a nobleman in silver armor hanging from an iron rod above the staircase landing. It seems the cold has discouraged any moths from devouring the tapestry. The man is handsome in his middle age and sports a large silvery mustache. His silver eyes twinkle kindly. There are 6 sets of double doors that lead to from this foyer. There are, along the walls, displayed on marble pedestals, are 3 alabaster busts of handsome men. There's a 4th bust, and a pedestal that has been knocked over and shattered, with the remains shattered across the floor. There's that baby went again. There's 2 chandeliers of what seems to be wrought iron with tips of silver, hanging from the ceiling like monstrous black spiders. Once their light was an inspiration, now they just serve to send your hair in the back of your neck on a tingle. A great shadow with wings moves across the walls and disappears. You hear a soft bestial hiss in the darkness. Something is becoming aware of you.
Let's go look at Godfrey.
Fastest way. Where do we go?
I'm certain the Grandmaster, him, I don't think it'd be in his office. He hated it when he left. Over here we have There are mostly storage rooms and rooms for the paladins. Although I can hear praying from the church. Perhaps we should start there. He indicates deeper into this way. Even if he's in the second floor, it would be best to clear the lower ones. In case he calls for help and battle is adjoined. We wouldn't want to be caught in a pincer.
I'll cast Detect Magic.
Detect Magic reveals, let's see. The tapestry itself is magical, with illusion. Additionally, let me see.
Where is the tapestry?
The tapestry is hanging over here. I'll get a painting to illustrate that. Additionally, the chandelier that's closer to the stairs also has magic on it. Evocation.
Watch out for that chandelier. Danger.
I don't have an actual tapestry of him, so enjoy this, I think, Oblivion poster from the arena. Right. So, as you guys move, I'm going to just grab Bassoon and Godfrey and Mordecai, just gonna put them in a little buddy thing. And also, you guys notice this like little mote of blue light that seems to be following Godfrey at sort of like hip level, like behind him. Godfrey is going to, taking out his sword, is going to gently open the door here. And he's going to check around. Bassoon is examining. Bassoon is moving carefully around and noticing the in the room that's sort of open, like the doors have been knocked. You guys can see like the it is covered in webs from floor to ceiling, as far as you can tell. Bassoon shudders and hurries ahead. Mordenkainen is going to observe one of the bust. Fisk, Perception. Let's see. Yeah, this seems to have once been a... Yeah, this seems to have once been a wood panel den. It's been ransacked completely. Wood furnishings knocked about. There are a couple of corpses on the floor. Well, corpses, skeletons. Their armor long since eaten by rust and cold. And most of the bones have turned to dust by uncaring footsteps. However, the skulls lie still in their helmets, accusingly staring at their brothers who've forgotten them. There's a cold, dark hearth that dominates the west wall between two narrow windows, and standing upright against the north wall is a sarcophagus made of black wood with a queen's effigy carved into the lid. You have seen this face and the queen before. It is unmistakably that of Queen Ravenobia. It is completely untouched by the ravages that have completely ransacked the rest of this room.
Is a sarcophagus?
It is a wooden sarcophagus made of black wood with a queen's effigy carved into the lid.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to it. Where is it?
It's not pinging as magical, right?
Would it be within your thing? Oh, it would be. It is pinging as
it's
magical.
60 feet. Yeah.
That's fine. It is indeed pinging as magical. It's right here. This is the. Sorry, Fisk. Are you. Fisk, I'm just going to move you to the room because I'm assuming that's where you were looking, right? Because I thought
Yes.
you were following Godfrey? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's right here. I'll make a little coffin. Oh. There's a sad feeling that you're getting. Just it reminds you a little bit of the feeling that you got when you partook of the waters of the pool of sacred tears. That overwhelming sense of sadness.
Be careful with that sarcophagus there, Fisk and Godfrey.
This was not here before. If you take an action to concentrate on it, it pings of evocation, divination, and conjuration.
My intensely intelligent character figure out what possible combination
Yes, what possible combination
that might of those spells might indicate on this.
Oh, that's a tough question. Give me an Arcana check to try to guess at it, I guess. Give me an Arcana check. This place is weird and Moravians are freaks. Well, he says he didn't know that, he doesn't remember it, but you know how it is with the dead. Not exactly famous for their memories. Either way, conjuration definitely intends to bring something or can take something away. Perhaps it intends that somebody who would disturb the coffin would be forced into it in some way, or that it would conjure some sort of guardian. Either way, because of the way this hasn't been untouched, you gather it might have been even Strahd or someone loyal to him who has placed it here, almost as a challenge to the paladins, or putting it here as for them to guard it, almost. Unwitting guardians, the same way one might put some hidden jewels and gems in a sleeping bear's cave to serve as a guardian.
Just thought along.
Godfrey slowly draws his sword. Ring! Queen Ravenovia was said to be a good woman. One who followed the ways of light. He's going to gingerly approach it and with his sword tip flip the sarcophagus open. Inside you, like, at the ready, inside you see a completely empty sarcophagus. It is perfectly empty, innocent of anything at all. Almost suspiciously so. Godfrey tilts his head and looks around the room. Thunk. Thunk. The door slams shut, locking. Darkness fills the room. Who dares? You hear a low hissing growl. Who dares disturb my sleep? The fog in the room is extremely thick, Fisk. It's very difficult. It's not... In fact, you're basically, effectively, almost blind. However, your other senses, your hearing, and your smell, are still quite as sharp as they always were. Who dares? Something cold wraps around you for a moment, Fisk, before moving on. Godfrey swings his sword and is met with laughter. I know your tastes. You were here once before and once after. You are new, but you will not grow old. More toys, more toys. He will learn of this. Intrusion. Fisk, give me a wisdom save with advantage. Thank you. Fisk, the smoke and mist has been summoned into the room, like you kind of close your eyes, and you do kind of sense like the air around you is being disturbed in almost a clock-like pattern. If with a successful attack roll, you could probably catch or destroy whatever this is.
Does it feel malevolent?
It's acting malevolent.
All right. Then the spear comes out and just fires out in that direction.
All right, give me an attack roll, please. Technically, yeah, we'll call it this. All right. 24. Right into the fireplace. The fog dissipates, and you see like a small, smoky foam, like that of an. It reminds you a bit of an imp, but made entirely of smoke.
Is it?
It struggles.
And the doors.
A smoke method. I've seen this before. Not this one in particular. Strahd employed them. Likely as a way to keep track of the movement of the Revenant Paladins. Always afraid of us. Even in madness, even in death. No! Butchery ends the wretched creature's life. And into smoke.
Thing in here.
The church is where I heard the sounds of prayer. Let us go there. See Mordenkainen moves about and kind of sidles up to you on a mage armor. Anarim?
Yeah, sorry.
You got like Mordenkainen sidles up beside you. Mage armor.
Yes. What about it?
Making sure you put it on.
Barely get out of the bed in the morning without casting it.
Ah, good lad. Just making sure I had this apprentice who would need amazing with theory, not so great when it came to field work, as one would call it. I'm afraid there was a bit of a sticky end to that story. Just making sure I'm not seeing another rising star smothered by his own forgetfulness. Us wizards need to be careful. After all, we take pride in our minds, but they can also be our greatest downfalls, our own curiosity and hunger for new experience can lead us to forget what it is that truly matters.
He
Indeed, as
enters
you
the
guys-
room. Fisk will just shh.
My apologies. As you enter, you guys all hear the sound of silent prayer. 3 voices, led from the church. Oh, morning, Lord. Oh, morning, Lord. Thank you for yet another beautiful day of dispensing justice and spreading your light to all. Guys, even through like this the cracked doors and walls, you guys see like this table has been nearly like broken in half. There's a couple of like this skeleton's been torn in half, like one across one and like thrown into the other. Like one paladin has been driven into the wall by an enormous lance that no human pair of hands should be able to wield. The chairs and the table were once gorgeous, inlaid with silver dragons in flight. But from the chapel, in the chapel itself, you guys can see these cracked wooden pillars that just not really concealing the 3 revenants. There's leaning in front of an altar with a rising sun bas-relief, with tall arcing windows set in panels of stained glass depicting silver dragons in flight beneath a golden sun. One of the windows has been shattered, covering the chapel floor with shards of colored glass and allowing thick fog to enter and fill the room. The armored figures kneeling at the altar are taking turns exclaiming vows of the evils that they will smite on this day before they begin their patrols. 2 of them are it seems that 2 of them are trying to outdo one another. Godfrey holds up a hand. Alan. Tan. Quint. Undeserving of their fates. And deadly if they come behind us. We should deal with them before we go upstairs. What say you? If we do, we should do so quickly as possible. One advantage of my brother's states is that they can be sometimes quite, I'm forgetting my common, unalert to what is actually happening around them. Gentlemen, allow me. If nobody stops him, Mordenkainen is going to gather up a spell, and this is a spell on him you know well. As he holds out a finger and takes aim, and bloop, a red marble dot of light between the three of them. They do not even have time to truly respond before an explosion rocks the chapel, and the immolation of fire, like fire immolates like the stone interior. I need everybody to roll me initiative, please.
Oh yeah.
To arms, my brothers! The cowardly scions of darkness bite at our heel this day once again. Not the GM. 8, 6, and 2 plus 1, 3. Okay. 27, 37, 40, 49. 49 fire damage as the explosion knocks it. And they have to roll with disadvantage. And this is technically a surprise round you guys get. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that should be sorry. First one, second guy, and third guy. Okay, dokie. Do they have the thing? They do not have the thing. Okay, and I'll get a different music. Dogs are 4. Okay. We get our initiatives. Honor him. You are first.
I'm going to follow Mordenkainen's lead and lob a level 4 in there.
Okay.
Right in their feet.
Okay.
And it's a 19.
Dexterity, dexterity, dexterity. Ooh, no passes. Yeah, already they are at quite a disadvantage. $33 plus. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, none of them saved. Except that one. Except first against his. No, actually, sorry, that was Mordenkainen, so no. Okay. Anything else on them? They are staggering like in flame. Ah! They use some manner of utilize some manner of flame magic. Demons, I tell you, demons.
Flames
We shall
of
smite them this day,
righteousness.
brothers. He even calls upon his dark lord with his foul tongue.
That's it for me.
Varys, you're up.
Severus is don't know what the fuck's going on up here, so he's gonna walk up here. And
You guys got a surprise round on 3 revenants.
okay, yeah, I just couldn't see that. I couldn't see these motherfuckers. So inspired by honor him. And being a rookie, he's going to look around and say, let's see if I can do that. And he is going to actually cast Fireball for the first time into that fucking crew.
Or what?
Go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Eldritch Knight goes from like alright to insane the moment they get third level spells.
And it's not letting me do it.
Well, too bad. I guess you don't get. No, I'm kidding.
I swear if Fisk also cast Fireball, Vasilla might cry right here and now. Like,
I guess like
Oh, here we go. Hold on, hold on.
honor him, and yeah, Fisk could, I guess, like if he kept taking some more levels.
just don't. You can, but don't.
Can, but I
You guys are
won't.
targeting the worst stat. Oh,
The
finally
DC
one of them
17.
saves. Alright, Pinga, roll me 8d6, please.
D6. 8d6. I don't. Okay. I'm just gonna do it this way.
Perfect.
And
31.
then he's gonna look around. And he's holy fucking shit! I can fucking do it. And then he's gonna look at Mordecai and he's just gonna high five him. And then he's gonna run away.
You run back out, and Vasilla's just like
Fuming.
in disbelief at the moment. The fuming will come very shortly.
That'll end my turn.
Alright. Right. Then we have this one. And he's going to... Let me see.
Rise round or no?
Let's see. How much does he get? Okay. Just that about. This is still a surprise round. Fisk, you're up.
Fisk is going to target the one kind of closest. And his eyes glow yellow, and he just kind of like raises his hand, and white flames start swelling up around it.
I thought you were also going to, Actually, I'll say, after taking so much fire damage, they are on fire.
This is, I believe, radiant.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, these two failed 2 fire saves in a row, so they're definitely on fire, and so this one is as well. Radiant. Oh, let me see.
DC 17 deck save.
Radiant. They are not immune to radiant. Okay. Dex save. Hilariously, this is still their worst save. Let's see. Oh, meets beats. The second time they saved, unfortunately.
6 radiant.
Beware. God, what are those cat demons called? Beware of the Leonine fiend. It summons the flames of hell to bite at us. Anything else, Fisk? Who are you calling a fiend? You hear Zahaviel.
As a bonus action, patient defense, and I will move up into the doorway. That's my turn.
All right. Vasilla, you're up.
First, I got this little rat scorping my lap here, so give me a second. This little thing. So she's like, she like gives Varys a quick like, the fuck kind of look. Before like sighing, 10, 15, 20. kind of is able to see the shape of like everyone in that room, or generally. Why are you standing on my lap? You can sit. Like, you're not on the
Huh?
wakeboard. I'm yelling at my dog.
Oh. Do it after your turn, homie.
Yeah, she keeps moving around while I'm trying to do stuff. Um, no, flame strike's too early. I'm going to draw 2 weapons.
Alright.
As, actually, like, she's got her shield up, but she has a weapon in her in her other hand, and her throwing fighting style lets her just draw them as she attacks. So she's gonna pull out 3 javelins and hurl them at the monsters. Oh my god! Stop moving!
Do it. Do it.
I'm trying to click the macro. We're having a long talk.
Bite her head off like Ozzy Osbourne.
All right, 21, 17, 26.
21, 26 hit.
All at Quint until Quint drops, and then the rest will go to Tarn.
Okay.
So let's roll per instance. All right, it's 11.
Yeah.
14.
Break the window.
Yeah.
17. Let me see. So the first one is gonna be robbed of some of its damage because it went through an unbroken window, but that's not the case for the last shot. All right.
And third is gonna be 10.
Let's see. Actually, he's going to parry your second attack as he becomes more ready
That's my
for it. He
move.
does get his. Actually, never mind. It hasn't been his turn yet in the surprise round, so he does not do that and just eats it.
All right, yeah, and she's gonna use. I guess I'll move over here for now, but I won't like try to block an entrance. And that's gonna be it.
All right. Mordenkainen points at their feet, casting a spell, and you guys see like this kind of blackish liquid begin to like a pool of brackish liquid materialize under their feet. And they're going to have to make saving throws versus grease. Dexterity, dexterity, dexterity.
Here, these guys will do these 3 stooges really quickly.
All 3 of them fall down. With cries, with indignant cries.
What does that,
Godfrey
out of
frowns.
curiosity, what does that do to the fire?
I think it makes the fire a lot more difficult to put out.
Is magical grease
And the fire
flammable?
starts to. The fire
Yeah, I
does start.
guess
Yes, it does.
Throw a web spell in there.
Noting a couple of worried gazes, Mordenkainen kind of raises his brow like, please, I am Mordenkainen.
So it just looks
They are decidedly on fire. Although the grease does technically get burned up, always burning, so it's not as slippery as before. It's still pretty bad. They're taking more fire damage each tick. Okay. What happened to the music? That's annoying. Quint heals for a little bit, and then it's gonna be a D10 for that. Actually, no, that should be a D8. So that's a 5. He's going to move himself out of the fire, and he's going to try to he's going to use half his movement to stand up, and then he's going to move forward, striding forward. Like, he does look still pretty intimidating, looking like the fucking Terminator. Like on fire. Guys see like part of his flesh is melting off, and he seems like it's creepy how intent he looks at you. You foul fiend. And he rushes you down, Fisk. Let's see. Seemingly unheeding of his own flesh, like sloughing off and melting. Let's see. Oh. Indeed. Thank you for that. I did. I'm so used to it just being radiant that fire. Actually, the fire is stopping them. That's why he even used. That's why Mordenkainen used fireball in the first place. Sorry, guys, my brain farted. That happens sometimes. Where is my? Okay, I think Roll20 is not playing fair with me, so I'm just going to try to do this and.
All of this
There
is
we
a
go.
disadvantage too,
Okay.
by the way.
Oh yes, indeed. Because you're doing your special thing, aren't you? Your dodge thing. All right, that's a 12. That doesn't hit you, and second attack also doesn't hit you. That was a waste of a turn for him, which is good for you. Bassoon is going to walk forward, not wanting to be shown down. He's going to do, since he uses black fire, he's going to do his own fireball. Alright, more dexterity saving throws. 1, 2, 3. Oop, forgot the third one. Oh no. It is going so badly for them. It's very funny how differently this encounter goes, whether they get surprised or not.
Or if they run into a bunch of fucking badasses.
Exactly. I had the perfect fucking music check earlier for this, and I cannot find it again, and I'm very annoyed by that. But either way, Godfrey's turn. Godfrey hesitates for a moment before charging ahead. Fortunately, he was a little too far at the start of combat. Alan is going to use half of his movement to stand up and then also follow his brethren. Frisk, you are also being attacked. Fallen longsword with disadvantage. Fallen longsword with disadvantage. That's going to be a... Ooh, does a 23 hit you? And does a 21 or a 23 hit you, Fisk?
Well, all three of those would hit shield.
Oh, that's the reason why it's a question.
Exactly.
Varys is gonna see that and just chuckle to himself. You go, Fisk.
Oh, let me roll the fire damage. 1. Okay. Honor him.
I'm going to lob another fireball in there. Closer to Tarn, but to ensure that I hit Quentin Alarn as well.
Okay.
It's only going to be level 3, though. That's a DC of 19.
Oh my goodness. Only one of them saves. That would be Alan who made it. So that is what, 26? That's 13. That's 26. Oh boy, Quint is looking very bad. Alrighty.
Blowing the tips of my fingers as if they're getting hot, and then I'll move down outside of the.
Quint is little
door.
more than a burning skeleton in armor. So it still doesn't. You can see, you can hear, you can kind of see the outline of his soul, like on top of the skeleton, as he goes. I don't even feel your foul magics. Varys, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna pull my bow out. Now here's the thing, DM. Because I have not used the. I could actually use some help after game, maybe sometime during the week. But so I don't have my. I'm gonna pull out Sangor's horn bow, or I'm gonna use those with my ranged weapon. But so I'm gonna get a plus. I'm gonna get a little bit more than what my roll actually shows. Okay.
Okay.
So I get a +1 to hit on my hit with this. All right, but it's not in my.
Okay.
And then also, I'm gonna be very careful, and I'm shooting at Alarn, sharpshooter. And I'm gonna. What was that? And that should not have been at advantage, so I'll turn that off. So that's a 20, and I'm watching to see the reaction because I'm gonna take 3 shots.
20 hits.
Does that hits? Okay, so that's.
Is this with Sangor's longbow?
Yeah, so I get +2 cold damage, so that's 12 damage to Alarn, and then I'll shoot him again. So that's 16, 18 addition. That's 18.
He staggers for a moment.
And I'll shoot him again.
Arrows knock into him again and again.
One more time.
Damn, are you even capable of fucking missing? Jesus.
I don't know. I'm really good. Hey, last time I rolled like shit. It
Fair enough.
So 14, so that's an additional 16 of damage.
Like both Alan and Quint looking like Alan basically both of his flesh is burnt off under his neck, but he's moving. Quint is basically a skeleton right now. It's merely a scream. I barely even felt it.
And then as a bonus
Literally
action,
Black Knighting.
Alarn, I'm gonna throw a firebolt at him.
Brothers, we can win the
Holy shit.
as you burn him. As he's burnt and falls to dust. Like have you seen Godfrey do several times? And I think as it is now at 10 p.m.
It's the best I've ever rolled in this game.
I know now. Right, gentlemen, with that, we shall pick up where we left off next week as we say goodnight to the curse of Starlight.